called a central story or the inside story. Hey, where do I go? One slide I can't see. It is jumping one slide. So in taking stock of RELI, this presentation is focused on two objectives. If it fails, we just continue with what is there. One is to learn from the past in order to inform the future. It's appropriate to do it now after electing our leaders, because now they are going to listen to me with the third year, and they are going to be very attentive, because we are building from the past to inform the future. And the second objective is to appreciate individuals behind RELI Tanzania and RELI in general, and the thematic group's success stories. One of the things that really touched me on the first day during the presentations of thematic leaders, I felt so grateful to individuals who were behind whatever was being reported. To tell you the truth, it is a thematic group, yes. But if someone in that thematic group had not sacrificed a lot, it wouldn't be the way it was reported. So I want to appreciate individuals behind our success stories. And I've tried to summarize the key individuals in these 7 numbers. And this will help us to reflect from where we have come from. We know that you wouldn't be here without WPF, without the efforts of Mama Joyce and Stephanie. Clap for them. And we thank them so much. There is one person that when I was reflecting, I said, we have not mentioned Edwin. So I'm bringing to you Edwin. In his absence here, this is a TG leader who took the first leadership with Mama Zaida in 2017. Clap for them. And you will see his photo and you will remember him. I had to look for it. Then, of course, after Edwin and Mama Zaida, who led for 1 year, that time we had said it is 1 year. So there came in Bonaventura Godfrey and Sister Grace. We took for 2 years. There we had defined ourselves for 2 years. Then Dr. Mariam and myself again for 2 years. These ones, you don't clap because I belong there. Then I said, how can we just cross this convening, mentioning the contributions of Kennedy Oulu? For sure, the concept of learning I have now, the reflections I make are because of the several inputs of learn, share, and speeches with Kennedy Oulu, who is with us here. Let's really give him a very thunderous clap. It's not a thunder, that one. But anyway, okay, thank you. So from the beginning, we were defining ourselves and saying, RELI is here for us to learn. That's why we called it initiative. And I remember Ken labeling so much to help us understand this learning. Without learning, we cannot transform our organizations, we cannot transform ourselves, and we may not have impact. We can easily do things for the sake. So learning should be taking place all the time. Other people, do you know what? Kwa Kiswahili tunasema hadithi. Mbona mnataka kupoa? Okay. So hadithi. Alafu siku hizi tunasema hadithi njoo utamkolea. Okay, I go back. The hadith I want to tell, the story is, when we began, APHRC held us like this. It was called the Hub of RELI. And it was coordinating Uganda, Kenya, and Tanzania. So can you organizing a meeting in Dar es Salaam, and it is APHRC from Nairobi doing that. Don't you think they did a lot? Yeah, well, at least they started for us and they did a lot, and we need to appreciate them. So our friends from APHRC who are here, Kennedy, please take our regards. Then we had this person called synthesizer. You know, things have not just, we have come from very far. We were wondering, how do we learn? How do we document? So we said we needed a synthesizer that time. And we got someone called Bundeba. I have followed him. I have discovered he's working at Duse as a lecturer in the Department of Special Needs. So let's clap for Bundeba. He took a lot of notes and sent some reports for us. From there, we said, no, this will synthesize. We leave it. We created another title, and we called it Learning Catalyst. Then we employed a certain fellow called Marcos. Do you remember Marcos? Yeah. Sasa Marcos, amenipigia simu wiki iliyopita. He called me. I was so surprised. He said, Sister Grace, do you still exist? I said, yes. Are you still alive? He said, yes. Said, I just remembered the lady. I decided to call you. So let us appreciate him. He still remembers Larry. And through this struggle of synthesizer, learning catalyst, at last it was now clear on what we want. And here we are now with our country facilitator doing what we had really desired to happen, to make our lady move, Mr. Gaudens Kapinga. We also clap for him. Of course, this one would be nothing without members. So I invite you to clap for yourselves, because no members know what I have said. You see history. Do you see that beautiful hotel? That nice photo. Somebody from APRC said we should keep the data. So this is what we used to do. And now we are meeting here for a country convening. But this photo, I'm reminding you that one time we were meeting for what we call the regional convening, and there was nothing like a country convening. That's why you see this group is very big, and we are just somewhere. This hotel is somewhere ahead here, Ramada Hotel. We had a regional convening with our people from WPF. We had people like Lynn, Dave. Do you remember them? We clap for them all. Do you remember that? We did collaboration through art. And we made some cross very big. And we are trying to live our value. Do you remember the other gentleman from Lime Shift? With a lot. I'm taking you back. It was called who? That one. Yeah, Jasmine. The name was difficult, but that is history. Now we have our Safia and the others making fun. This was also, imagine we have been at Vede. This is where RELI has come from. We were at Vede one time in Zanzibar for again another regional convening, without forgetting the one in Nairobi and in Entebbe. So I just wanted to give you a taste of that. The ones that are following, I will be quick because most of the things have been said. I want to summarize them. I have said that point number 1 and number 2. Number 3, we started with 3 clusters or thematic groups. Number 4, we had the mentors convening us and teaching us and helping us to learn. But the last point is also appreciating the work of well-made strategy. This is an organization that is there to support us in communications. And because it has been with us from the beginning, we also clap for them. And that is the photo I wanted you to see. So, it is a bit dark this side. Maybe on the TVs, maybe look clear. The third person is actually Edwin. The Edwin I was telling you who was leading with Mama Zaida. Have you remembered him? We appreciate him. This was the day that we took over from them, I and Bonnie, from Edwin and Mama Zaida. These people of studio, do you see the photos of 2017 and 18? The ones of now are very good, eh? You see that? So there is development in everything. This I have already said, and it was, but one point to mark on this slide is that the 4th thematic group of accountability was formed during this convening here in 2018. I have chosen this photo to show you that in the process, in the middle of those things, and whatever we are doing in RELI, we also had side meetings, like this one. This was a communication strategy planning meeting at Protea Hotel. You people who are there, do you remember yourself? Do you vote? Some people have left us. Majority are still here. So we were trying to see how we can prepare a communication strategy. Where did it end? Where is it? How are we communicating? There is something to learn. But there are many of them, or several of them, on different issues that we had to make RELI the way it looks now. And in 2019, country and thematic group leads step fully into leadership, guiding the RELI direction, planning for convenings, reflecting on RELI visions of success and overall direction. This started in 2019, very clearly, I can say. And RELI management is developed this time through creation of country hubs, which we call country hosts, as they are still existing up to now. But by you, Emmanuel, this time it was very clear for Tanzania that Hakedim is going to host us. For Kenya, it was this. Africa and Uganda, they had not defined themselves. So that's why I have not added. But when they reached home, they sent us a message that Ruigi will do. So I should have added here Ruigi afterwards. So this is the time those learning catalysts came in. And in July 9th to 11th, we had a regional convening in Entebbe. So we were there at the shores of Lake Victoria. So, and this happened in 2020 to 2022. These two beautiful religious ladies, you trusted us, we took over. You know, some of you, when things were tough, they would call and they say, yes, watu wa Mungu. So me and Dr. Mariam, we call ourselves watu wa Mungu because you gave us that name. Yes, watu wa Mungu, mtusaidie sasa. Mbona hayaendi? Okay, so you can just look at us as we say bye to you. But I can't go away without talking about this slide of 2020 RELI and COVID-19 because of those 4 points. I'm finishing my minutes. Only 3 are remaining. So, when COVID came in, remember you have elected us, and then COVID comes in. There is a total change that happened. That's why I've said everything changed. Because what we were used to do and how we are used to do changed. And for leaders, it was not easy for us. Because some of you were saying, where are the meetings? Where is the convening? Where? But there is COVID, yeah? And so it brought another atmosphere to RELI and to us, just as it affected other people. But then country facilitators' presence and the role started developing. Kapinga is working here. This is his first convening. Do you know that? Yeah. So it is today he's also graduating because he has passed through all the circle with us in these 2 years. Now he knows what to do. And then this sentence, Ken, I think you may like it. Diminishing mentoring, evaluation, and learning role. I have called it because it's diminishing because we don't see Ken so visible like we used to see him. Yes or no? Mnamuogopa kwa vile yuko hapa. Mbona mlikuwa mnatupigia simu mnatuambia? So, Ken, some have said yes. It was planned that when the country facilitator comes in and takes up his role and understands it, he will do what he's doing so that Ken is also doing what you see him doing now. Though we need some clarity actually on that. And somehow we developed a structure, not somehow, I want to say, we developed a structure, but somehow we have not finalized it, and then the issue of RELI registration came in, and so the new structure is being made. So I ask you to be patient with us. After these board meetings that have taken place and everything, the structure will be clear. I just wanted to give you a test of last year convening. It is part of history. This is how we decided to be creative because we were doing it online. Do you remember? And if it is like this physically, imagine how it was hard online. Be to God, last year we didn't have elections. So we created different posters for different presenters. There were 4. I just chose one. Nimejipendelea kidogo kwa sababu hao watu wanne. Si mnawafahamu? Yeah. And here we are concluding our leadership with this theme and in this convening. So, do you remember our RELI journey and the flying? Do you see these logos? Just as we have come from the one in your left, which is a bit dim, and we have gone and grown into the second one, which is on your right, which is more brighter. We are very grateful that this is the symbol of how we are leaving RELI in your hands. And this is what I said. We have left RELI, which is alive and not dead, registered at national level with the board members, with the OTG leaders. Thank you very much. Asante sana. I am so grateful because this is my last. I'm really grateful to all of you. First of all, for trusting me for 4 years to lead you. Very, very grateful. Thank you very much. Really. And I want to declare that it was a very interesting work, but very challenging. Very challenging to read people who are stationed in the organizations doing their own things, even if they have the same goal. But we are very grateful that everything has gone on well, and we are ready to continue and grow and grow. Thank you. God bless you. And so, Doctor, please come and give now your official speech of appreciation and bye on my own behalf and on your own behalf.
Good afternoon. Mbona imeniitikia ile ya kuchoka jamani? Ya kuchoka. Safia, changamsha kidogo. Tupate kuagana with a bang. Amsha kidogo. Au Doreen uko? Unayo moja Safia? Okay. I have a ball. Okay. I have my ball hapa ilikuwa. First, I don't want to take a long time. I just, yeah. I pay better. I take a ball. I put it here. I pay better. I take a ball. I pay better. Asante sana Safia. So, I just, as Sister Grace have said, probably she has taken you to the journey, and I do really appreciate her for doing that. I don't actually have much to say, but I want to say thank you very much to everyone for being with us for a long time. If I can, I think, hello Joyce and Stephanie and anyone who is online. Good afternoon to you too. So I just want to say something like, just short. We started with, as I have said in the morning, we started in RELI in 2017 when it was really young. We actually, when we joined, we a bit confused, didn't even know what exactly are we going to do. But with time, we learn, we met people, we learn from them, they learn from us, we started to grow. We started with really few organizations. Actually, I have been invited by a member organization, and then I was in without even knowing what is it. People say you don't have to know where you're going. You can just take the first step, and then you'll see what is going to happen. So that is what we did. And I never regret, and I think Sister Grace has never regret by joining, because I don't know how I can explain it. Maybe it can take me a book of 10 chapters or maybe 12 chapters to say what I have really learned and experienced by being in this network. This is, and I have never been in a network before, normally small network of few people, but not a network whereby there are different organizations. So this was my first experience, and I honestly do admit that I have learned a lot, and I have known many people. The visibility of our organization have gone up, but also each individual person, every person I met, we have really collaborated and worked together, and everyone was really respectful. And probably when I joined, not many people probably know about Zanzibar, or they know about Dr. Mariam, they know about Susa. But I do believe now anyone, when they want to come to Zanzibar or any part, you have someone in there. But I also, when I travel to Arusha, or when I travel to Tabora or anywhere in Tanzania, I now know many people, and I feel like I am Tom. So what else do I have to say? Maybe I cannot like express my feeling to each and every person. But Haki Elimu Bonnie is not here. When we joined, that's why Mama Zaida was here on the first day. But when we joined, they are the one who kind of received us, and then when the organization started to grow, many people started to come I believe also when they joined, they didn't know what they are joining or why are they